At dinner with my wife's friends, my phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Buzz. Another one. Please just answer me. Buzz. I didn't mean it like that. You know I joke. Buzz. We need to talk. Her words spilled across the screen like frantic hands clawing at a locked door. She hadn't stopped messaging since last night. I hadn't answered once. I could still see the way the wine slid down her hair when I poured the glass over her head. It clung to her face, streaking her makeup, soaking the dress she had chosen to dazzle everyone but me. The room froze. Laughter from her friends choked mid-breath. Chairs scraped. Eyes turned. I walked out without a word, and that silence, their silence, was cleaner than anything she had ever given me. And now this morning she's begging. The irony cuts deep. A woman who once sneered at my need for her now drowning in her own. I let the phone hum against the table, glowing, fading, glowing again. I already know I won't reply. Not yet. Not until she feels what I felt. At dinner, her tongue had been sharper than the knives on the table. She didn't just tease, she carved. He practically begged me to go out with him, she said, flashing her grin. Look at him, desperate, weak. Lucky for him, I was bored. The table erupted in laughter. I didn't. She tapped her fork against her plate, keeping rhythm with her cruelty. Honestly, I'm only still with him because training someone hotter would take too much effort. A pause. Her best friend gave a mock gasp. Ouch, girl. She leaned back, smirking. Let's be real. No one else even wants him. More laughter followed. Not from me. What struck me wasn't just the words. It was the ease. The delivery. As though she'd rehearsed the lines, waiting for the right audience. I should have felt humiliated, but I didn't. There was only clarity. A calm voice inside me whispering. This is who she is. And this is who you've been with. When I tipped the glass over her head, it wasn't rage. It wasn't even impulse. It was judgment. And as I walked away, I already knew the marriage had ended. What I didn't know, not yet, was how much deeper the betrayal went. The next morning, while she slept, I opened her laptop. She always boasted she had nothing to hide. A dangerous promise to make to someone like me. Her email was logged in. Her messages synced. She trusted me too much. Or maybe she thought I'd never look. The first thing I found was small, receipts. 2 dinners, both for 2, paid in cash. Restaurants she'd never visited with me. The second discovery was heavier. A chain of messages tucked away, but not deleted. A name I didn't recognize. Jokes, complaints, late-night confessions. The kind of closeness I hadn't seen from her in years. And then came the third. Pictures. Not explicit, worse. Intimate in their carelessness. A glass in her hand. Another across the table. His jacket hanging over the back of her chair. Her smile different. Brighter. I stared at them calmly, detached. As if watching a storm gather from behind a window. I didn't wake her. Didn't confront her. Instead, I saved everything. Emailed it all to myself. And then I ordered something online. A DNA kit. Because beneath the photos and laughter, a thought gnawed at me. If she can lie about this, what else could she have hidden? 2 days later, the kit arrived. I waited. She left a coffee mug in the sink. I swabbed it, sealed it, sent it away. All the while, I sat across from her at dinner, smiling, nodding, listening to her chatter about her day. She never noticed the silence behind my eyes. The results came in a plain envelope. No drama, no warning, just cold truth on paper. I read them once. Then again. Each line sharper than the last. The child wasn't mine. Not by blood. Not by chance. Not even close. I sat holding the envelope, the tick of the clock hammering in my skull. When she came home, I placed the papers on the table and slid them toward her without a word. She skimmed them, froze, breath caught. Her eyes shot up. Wait, I can't explain. I didn't move. Didn't blink. My silence was heavier than anything she could say. Her lips trembled. The performance was gone. The sharp, mocking woman had vanished, leaving only panic. She followed me into the living room, clutching the papers. It's not what you think. He doesn't matter. It was just. I raised a hand. She stopped. My voice was calm, steady. It was never me who begged, was it? It was you. begging for attention, begging to be wanted by anyone but the man who gave you everything. Her mouth opened, but nothing came. I leaned closer. And now the world knows. I sent everything, your friends, your family, your colleagues. Every message, every photo, every lie you thought you could hide. Her legs gave out. She collapsed onto the couch, clutching the papers like they could shield her. I stood over her, cold, quiet. Revenge doesn't need flames. Ice cuts cleaner. She's still calling, still texting. My phone hasn't stopped buzzing. But I won't answer. There's nothing left to say. The silence between us is louder than any scream. I look around at the remnants of her life tangled with mine, and all I feel is distance. Not grief. Not fury. Just clarity. She thought I was weak, desperate. A man grateful she stayed. But the truth is simpler. I was patient. I was quiet. I was calculating. Now she's the one begging. And I don't beg. Not anymore.